Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. The Most High, the Heavenly Father, his Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Mosai, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba. It's Yahweh, and his only begotten Son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So we got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rekah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishops and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, regularly accepted and not. In a sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing his truth and believing his truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world, shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the all who are listening and learning. You sisters who are listening and learning. Coming into another lesson, truth, facts, faith, and edification, of day edification, Lord, witness be edifying. So I tell you this lesson, without the Lord's wisdom, we ain't gonna make it. And the situation dealing with the whole reincarnation and these same men that return to the lot, which you tell you that in Proverbs 16:33, that the lot is cast into the lap. And they tell you in John 4:38 that we are entered into other men's labors. So the understanding, first and foremost, the understanding is only for Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, which in that is only for the remnant of understanding. And that's why Yahweh Shah said, matter of fact, let me get this in Matthew 11:25. And that's why this is beautiful, because this ain't for everybody to understand. This is only for the remnant to understand. In Matthew 11:25, Yahweh Shah said this. That's what makes this so beautiful, man, because if everybody knew this truth, then it'd be the problem. If everybody had riches, it'd be unbalanced in the earth, man. If everybody was rulers, where the servants would be at. The Lord made balance. This is Matthew 11:25. And at the time Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes. Now, when you go to the word wise and prudent, is also in Isaiah. Let's get this one. Isaiah 29:14. The Lord said he's going to destroy the wisdom of the so-called white man. When you read in 1 Corinthians, the Lord say he made the wisdom of this world foolishness. This is Isaiah 29:14. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work among this people, even a marvelous work and a wonder, for the wisdom of the wise man shall perish, and the understanding of the prudent man shall be hid. See, the Lord's going to destroy that, right? Then you got one in Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 49. See, and that's why Yahweh Shah said, I'm going to read it again in Matthew 11. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? See, is their wisdom vanished? So that's Isaiah 29:14, Jeremiah 49:7, and also 1 Corinthians. I'm showing you the Lord is destroying the so-called white man's understanding, so they ain't gonna understand these scriptures, man. What is that? 1 Corinthians 1:19. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 19. Yep, for it is written, which I read to you in Isaiah 29:14, also in Jeremiah 49:7. 1 Corinthians 1:19, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. That's three precepts backing up what Yahweh Shah said in Matthew 11:25. At that time, Yahweh Shah answered and said, I thank thee, O Yahweh. I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and has revealed them unto babes. The babes is us. The Lord say the only way we can return, we had to come back as little children, right? In 1 Peter 2:5, the Lord said he revealed this unto babes, right? So this 1 Peter 2:5, it reads 1 Peter 2:2. So like you. It reads, as newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word that you may grow thereby. See, we returning as newborn babes. A baby can be taught. You can transform a baby's mind. A baby's mind can be molded to whatever. Let me get this in Matthew 18. I think it's Matthew 18. Bear with me for a second here. Let me see. Right. Matthew 18. See, Matthew 18 and 5. It reads, let's read verse 4. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, see, newborn babes, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name receiveth me. But whosoever shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone hang about his neck and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. And that's these Edomites, man. What they ain't offending us because we know the Lord say he should give us a mouth and wisdom that neither our adversary can gainsay nor resist. But this is what they're doing, man. They coming against the truth. The point is, we return to the Lord as newborn babes, right? Again, Yahweh said, Matthew 11:25, at the time Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent and have revealed them unto babes. Now, this lesson going into how we know more than our teachers. Now I tell you, and I want to say Salaki for yesterday too, because I try to stay doing lessons every day. But I had another interview, and I thought that was gonna be the job for me because I'm tired of this night, tired of working overnight. And I thought it was gonna be the job for me. The pay was perfect, but it just Sunday through Thursday, which I'm off now. I work Monday through Thursday, which I'm off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday now, but it was just off with Sunday. And told the guy, listen, I need Saturday and Sunday. If I can't get that, I ain't going. So lucky because kind of left work and had to go to another interview, and the day was crazy, and I slept most of the day. So lucky for yesterday, but our Lord willing. So dealing with this, because Elder Nakazakba did a lesson going into, and Elder Yashawan were dealing with us knowing more than our teachers, right? What was I finna get? Oh, Deuteronomy 32. Because also in Job 8. Now, this is talking about us knowing more. This is talking about us because we are our forefathers. So this is talking about us knowing more now than we did in the ancient time. Because we came back, and if we be of those men, we came back and fell in the same lot. So I want to read, because it tell you in Job 8 and 8, search out thy fathers, right? Let me see here. Right here, Deuteronomy 32 and 7. No, Deuteronomy 32 and 6. It reads, no, verse 7. Remember this, remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. See, you get this in Job 8. This might be a long one. If you're in for the long run, you might well leave now. I got a lot of precepts because it's been on my head pretty heavy. Showing you that we know more than we did in the ancient time, because we are the same ones that's back in the ancient time. If we be those men, and I was making a point of this Sunday, there's two classifications of Israelite men and women. You got those that was in the truth and those that wasn't. Two classifications of Israelite men, those that was in the truth and those that wasn't. This is what I'm dealing with. This is what it just said in Deuteronomy 32 and 7, Job 8 and 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. See, for we are but of yesterday, and know of nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee and tell thee in other words out of their heart, which I just read in Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Let's read again. Remember the days of old, consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, which is Yahweh, thy elders, and they shall tell thee, and they will tell thee. So, what we are dealing with is, let's get this. And when I say I got a lot of precepts, I got a lot of precepts, man. Lord willing, The Lord let the Spirit flow. This is John 4:38. I got a lot of precepts, man. I sent you to reap that whereon you bestowed no labor. Other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. Right? So, dealing with, we know more than our fathers. So let me get this. We know more than our teachers. Psalms 119, 99. Show you how we know more. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, the spirit that the Lord put on Elder Abba Bivens and our elders, and our elders, our apostles and elders today, elder bishops and elders. This is Psalm 119 and 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients. This is talking about the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. This ain't talk about we know more than the apostles right now. This is talking about we understand more than the ancients, because it's crazy because when the elder brother Aram and Dawud Da and the brother Barak was down here the weekend, Dawud Da had made a mention of how the Lord left us breadcrumbs. And I was gonna tell you the lesson, which I got another lesson I'm gonna do in that, Lord willing. Dawud Da had mentioned about how the Lord left us breadcrumbs, man. Because we know more than the ancient, because the things that was written a time ago, like I say in Romans 15:4, was written for our learning now, man. Because what Daniel and Job and Ezekiel, they didn't understand, they didn't fully understand, man. They was writing it down for us, which was them right now for us in this time now. Lord, wouldn't we be those men? So again, to say, I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. Now, I want to get a few precepts to show you that we know more than the ancient men, right? Let's get this one. This is Jeremiah. Look, this is Jeremiah. I'm just a few of these. This is Jeremiah 33:3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. For thus saith the Lord, the power of Israel, concerning the house of this city, and concerning the house of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. It say, Jeremiah 33:3. This is the Lord telling Jeremiah, call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Right? Which the Lord taught Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah 15. Just a few of these I want to get before I get really in deep. This is Jeremiah 15:15. It reads, O Yahweh, let me read it up. Because the Lord telling Jeremiah he got to go into captivity too, right? It's a verse 13, thy substance and thy treasures will I give to the spoil without price, which was the Babylonians, and that for all thy sins, even in all thy borders, and I will make thee to pass with thy enemies into a land which thou knowest not, for a fire is kindled in my anger, which shall burn upon you. This is verse 15. Jeremiah's prayer and God's answer. O Yahweh, thou knowest, remember me and visit me and revenge me of my persecutions, of my persecutors. Take me not away in thy long suffering. Know that for thy sake I have suffered rebuke. But he said, O Yahweh, thou knowest. Let me get another one. This is Ezekiel, verse 37:3. It reads, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord, power, thou knowest. So Ezekiel, the only thing you can say is like, Lord, you know, right? This is Zechariah. Let's get this. Zechariah chapter 1, Verse 18. They show you that they didn't fully understand, man. And we know more now, like it said in Psalms 119, 99, and 100. Zechariah 1 and 18. Then lift up my eyes and saw and behold 4 horns. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, what be these? And he answered me, these are the 4 horns which have scattered Judah and Israel and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, what come these to do? And he spake, saying, hold on, yeah. These are the horns which scattered Judah. Salakia, hold on. Yeah. And I said unto the angel that talked with me, what be these? And he answered me, these are the 4 horns which have scattered Judah, Israel, and Jerusalem. So Zechariah didn't know. And the Lord showed me 4 carpenters. Then said I, what cometh these to do? And he spake, saying, these are the 4 horns which have scattered Judah, so that no man did lift up his head. But these are come to fray them and to cast out the horns of the Gentiles, which lift up their horn over the land of Judah to scatter it. Showing you some points. Here's another one. This is Zechariah 4 and 11. We know more now, man, than the ancient, which was us. This Zechariah chapter 4, verse 11, it reads, then answered I and said unto him, what are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick and upon the left side thereof? And Zechariah should knew this, because we know this talking about the southern and northern kingdom. And I answered again and said unto him, what be these 2 olive branches, which through the 2 golden pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me and said, knowest thou not what these be? And I said, no, my Lord. Then he said, these are the 2 anointed ones that stand by the Lord of the whole earth. They're talking about the remnant of Israel, man, the southern and northern kingdom. So why Zechariah didn't know? He said, and he answered me and said, knowest thou not what these be? And I said, no, my Lord. See, hold on. Psalms 139 and 1. Let's get this. This is Psalm 139 and 1. O Yahweh, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and my uprising. Thou understand my thought afar off. See? So it say only the Lord knoweth, right? It say, thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. But there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Yahweh, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain unto it. And that's why I tell you in Job 28 and 20, Job 28 and 12, that the wisdom of the Lord is not in the earth. It had to come down from the Lord, man. That's in John 3 and 27, right? It can nothing be given except be given from the Lord in heaven. And that's why Esau is chasing after this wisdom and they can't get it. So the best thing they can do is get close to a Jake. Now check this out. This is Jeremiah. This is John. Showing these men didn't know, man. This is John 21 and 15. This when the Lord poured up on him, right? It say, so when he had done, Yahweh said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? Talking about the fish. He said unto him, yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, feed my lambs. Verse 17, just reading the point. He said unto him the 3rd time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the 3rd time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Right? This is Revelation 7 and 14. It's a Revelation 7:14. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation. Hold on, let's go up. It says Revelation 7:13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes? And whence came they? This is John the Revelator. And he knew more than all the other prophets. And I said unto them, Sir, thou knowest. He asked him, and one of the elders answered and said unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes? And we know now, it's who? The remnant of Israel that made it, man. Okay? They got crowned. And whence came they? Oh, it answered the same thing in 2 Ezra 13. And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. See, it was constant questions. And the Lord asked Ezekiel. He asked the prophets, What is this? What they say? Thou knowest. That's all they can say because they didn't know, man. The point I'm making is we know more than the ancients, like you said. Now let's get this. And this is the beauty of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Because in Deuteronomy 30, now this is where I want to start at, because there wasn't none of the lesson from the start. These guys don't understand what's going on, man. Oh, I got to get this. Let me get this real quick, because in Daniel's, which the elder Menachah had brought this out too. In Daniel's 12, show you how cold this is, man. But Yahushua said in Matthew 11:25, this is revealed unto babes, man. It ain't revealed to the wise and prudent, which I read 3 precepts to show you the so-called white man don't got no wisdom, man. Now this is Daniel 12:8. Matter of fact, let's read 7. Hold on, let's read up. This is Daniel 12:5. It say, Then not Daniel looked, and behold, there stood other two, the one on the side of the bank of the river, and the other on that side of the bank of the river. And one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, How long shall it be to the end of these wonders? And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand, and his left hand was upon heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, which is Yahweh, that it shall be for a time, times, and a half a time, which is slavery. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. See, we're at the end of our captivity. This is verse 8. And I held, and I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? Daniel didn't know. And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Men shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. And these wise talking about the remnant of Israel. Now, this is the beauty of these scriptures, because in Deuteronomy 30:1, the Lord plain, this is plain. This is, when I say this is plain like ABC, 1 + 1 is 2. Listen, you see the title say restoration promise. And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, what, Lord? The blessing and the curse, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind, well, Lord, among all the nations, whether the Lord thy power have driven thee. Right? All this happened to us, the blessing and the curse, and we are still under the curse. And shall return unto the Lord thy power, and shall obey his voice, according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children, with all thine heart and with all thine soul. This verse is in Deuteronomy 4:29. Go read it. The Lord said he scattered us, right? after he let the blessings fall upon us, and then the curse, he scattered us among all nations. This is a prophecy, future prophecy of going back. Listen, verse 3, that then the Lord thy power will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee, and will return. Return. Re meaning back, turn meaning where we came from, man. Okay? We returning to what we were. The Lord said in Jeremiah 33 and 5, he would do better unto us as at our first, and will return and gather thee from the nations, whether Yahweh thy power have scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, which is the earth, from thence will the Lord thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee, and the Lord thy power will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, Israel, the land of Canaan, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. And Yahweh thy power, this is the kicker, will circumcise thine heart. Hold on. Let's get this word circumcised. Because this verse right here, and Yahweh thy power will circumcise thy heart. This is in Jeremiah 31. It's in Ezekiel 36, and it's in Hebrews 8, which I'm going to read all three. Let's get the word circumcise thy heart. What does it mean to circumcise your heart?
Strong's H 4135. Mool. Mool.
So let's go. It say to cut off, cut down. So they get to the root. You got it say must needs, man. We must needs to be cut off, man. This old to cut short. It say specifically the purpose to destroy, circumcise, cut down, to be cut off, to cause to be circumcised. To be circumcised, circumcise oneself, which is what? To be renewed, man. To be renewed. It say the Lord is cutting off the old ways. It say, and Yahweh thy power circumcise thy heart and the heart of thy seed to love the Lord Yahweh thy power with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that thou mayest live. See, this is the thing. It's telling you in Deuteronomy 30, the Lord was going to scatter. He was going to give us, he was going to bless us, and then he was going to curse us, and he was going to scatter us, and then he was going to bring us back home, man, after he considered our time of being scattered among the heathen is up. So let's get this. Jeremiah. So this is Jeremiah 31. This is Jeremiah 31. In verse 29, it reads, in those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape, and the children's teeth are set on edge. But everyone shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. Which these iniquities, man. You want to repent. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant I made with their fathers, which is in Ezekiel 20, and which is in Exodus 24, in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, saith Yahweh. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write them in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. Right? Let's get this one. In Ezekiel 36. Now this is Ezekiel 36 and 24 reads, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you an heart of flesh." Right? And also, let me get this. When you go to what is that? Sirach. This is Sirach 17. Listen to this. This is Ecclesiastical 17, verse 16. It reads, "Every man from his youth is given to evil. Neither could they make to themselves fleshly hearts, for stony." See? So right here say, Ezekiel 36 and 26, "A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. See, and ye shall dwell in the land that I gave to your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. I will also save you from all your uncleanness, and I will call for the corn, and I will increase and lay no famine upon you." So you see, here's Ezekiel 31, Jeremiah 31. This is Ezekiel 36, which I read to you in Jeremiah and Deuteronomy 30 and 6. He's going to circumcise our heart. Here is Hebrews 8. It's Hebrews 8 and 6. This is what Yahweh came to do. So it show you in Deuteronomy 30 that this was already, the Lord said, man, I ain't gonna never change y'all. I ain't gonna never bring nobody else in. Y'all went off, so I'm gonna scatter y'all. Then I'm gonna bring y'all back home. This Deuteronomy 8 and 6. This is dealing with Yahweh, right? When you read about Melchizedek, which Malak Tazadok in the Hebrew, that's Yahweh, man. It say, "But now he have obtained a more excellent ministry by how much also he is the mediator." That's 1 Timothy 2 and 5. Yahweh is the mediator. It say what? Look, of a better covenant. Remember the Lord said in Jeremiah 31, the first one we break, right? But now, Hebrews 8 and 6, "But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant." We talking about Malak Tazadok. That's Yahweh, which was established upon better promises. Hold on. It's established, not to establish. That means this was already established before Yahweh came on the earth, man. Before he came down here to do what he did for the remnant, well, for all of Israel, it was already established between Yahweh and Yahweh. Listen, Hebrews 8 and 6. "But now have he obtained a more excellent ministry, by how much also he is the mediator of a better covenant, which was what? Established upon better promises." See? "For if the first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for a second." So Yahweh was like, "Lord, let me go down there and get them. Let me go ahead. It was already established in the heavens, man. Before we even went off, this is already established upon better promises. For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, well, I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah." See? Now, this was only told to our fathers. Let's get this. In Psalms, this is Psalm 78 and 1. That's why I read Deuteronomy 30, man, 1 through 6. The Lord already said it in the beginning. I'm going to do this to you, but I'm going to bring you home. Psalm 78 and 1. "Give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old. And what, Lord? Which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. So these dark parables, okay, he said, I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. What the Lord said in Amos. Let's get this. We're going to come back. These dark sayings and these parables that Vocab Malone and James White and Michael Brown, they can't get it, man. It's not, listen, and when you're reading Isaiah 54 and 17, the Lord said this is a heritage of servants, right? What it said now in Leviticus 25 and 55, Israel is my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. Let me read that. Let's get that first. This is a heritage of servants, man. This ain't for nobody else to get in modern times, man. Though they say, oh, the Old Testament done away with. Where the scriptures at on that? Where's a verse? Where's a Bible verse that say the Old Testament is done away with? Where is it? Nowhere. Don't worry, I'll wait. Show it to me. Leviticus 25 and 55. Unto me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I am Yahweh, your power. Okay? This is Isaiah 54 and 17. And that's why they can't get it, man. Yahweh said, the Lord then revealed this unto the wise and prudent. He revealed it unto babes. And we had to return to Yahweh Shema Shah as little children, man. Because we had to transform our mind from white supremacy. Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. And every tongue that rises against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Why, Lord? This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord. See, Leviticus 25 and 55 say Israel is the Lord's servants, right? And Amos, hey, that's why these devils is hurt, man, because they don't understand. Amos 2 and 9. It's Amos 2 and 9. It reads, Yet destroy I the Amorite before them, whose height was like the height of the cedars. And you can read that in Leviticus, in Ezekiel 31, dealing with Adam and the other nations, the other tree that was in the garden. And he was strong as the oaks, yet I destroyed his fruit from above and his roots from beneath. Also, I brought you up from the land of Egypt, right? I just read Leviticus 25 and 55, and led you 40 years through the wilderness. Here's the Lord making a point. He said, also, I brought you up from the land of Egypt, all 12 tribes, and led you 40 years through the wilderness to possess the land of the Amorite, which is what? Israel today, which is called Canaan, right? Listen, verse 11, Amos 2 and 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, saith Yahweh? The Lord then raised up prophets among the heathens, and I raised up of your sons for prophets. Okay? So, it's back in Psalms 78. This is what the Lord told our fathers to teach us, man. Psalm 78 and 1 again. O my people, give ear, O my people, to my law. Incline your ears to the words of my mouth. I will utter my mouth in a parable. So like I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known. What it says, 2 Timothy 3 and 15, from the child. Let me read it. 2 Timothy. Man, this is only for the hopeful elect, man. This ain't for faint-hearted. This ain't for low-level thinkers, man. This is only for us, man. 2 Timothy 3 and 15, and that from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures. Holy meaning be what? Separate, sever. And that from a child that has known the Holy Scriptures, which are able to make thee wise. See, to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua. Back in Psalm 78. I will open my mouth in a parable. I will utter dark sayings of old, which we have heard and known how, and our fathers have told us. It reads, verse 4, we will not hide them from their children, showing to the generations to come the praises of Yahweh and his strength and his wonderful works that he have done. For he what? Established, again, the word established, like I said in Hebrews 8 and 6, for he established already in the heavens. Before we even came out the womb, man, this was already established. For he established a testimony in Jacob and appointed a law in Israel, which he commanded who? Our fathers, that they should make them known to their children. What? That the generations to come may know them, even the children which shall be born, who shall arise and declare them to their children. Hold on, that the generation to come may know them, even the children which shall be born. This is called generational wealth right here, man. Okay? Passed down from our fathers, man. This ain't for no heathen. Who shall arise and declare them to their children, that they might set their hope and power in God and not forget the works of God, but keep his commandments. And what? Verse 8, and might not be as their fathers, a stubborn and rebellious generation, a generation that set not their heart aright, and whose spirit was not steadfast with God. Now, this was supposed to be passed down from generation to generation. Let's get this in Deuteronomy 29. What did the Lord say? This law established the testimony in Israel. It reads, this Deuteronomy 29 and 29, the secret things belong unto Yahweh, our God, but those things which are revealed belong unto us, and who? And to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Let's get this. There's another in Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and 12, I think. In a minute as I read this. It reads, and now Israel, Deuteronomy 10 and 12, what doeth Yahweh thy power require of thee, but to fear Yahweh thy power, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy power, with all thine heart and with all thine soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes which I command thee this day for thy good. See, it say, behold, the heaven and the heavens of heavens is the Lord's thy power, and the earth also with all that therein is. Only the Lord hath delight in thy father to love them, and he chose their seed after them, even you above all people, as it is this day. See, 16, circumcise therefore the foreskin of your heart, and be no more stiff-necked, man. This has been passed down. So when we're reading, now let's get this. This is Job. When we reading these, man, these are letters to us, man. This don't apply to nobody else. This is Job 28. So when we're dealing with the wisdom of the Lord, because this is the only way we're going to return, like the brother Dawood said, the Lord left us breadcrumbs, man. This is Job 28 and 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of Yahweh, that is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. This wisdom is how we return, man. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. It reads, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. Now, dealing with the Edomites, right? They don't fear the Lord, man. That's how we know Job couldn't have been no Edomite, man. Because it tell you in Job 1:1 that he feared God and eschewed evil, man. In Deuteronomy 25:17, and if you're dealing with the chief house of Edom, which is Amalek, you think the Lord's love of Edom might gonna fear the Lord, man? This is Deuteronomy 25:17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when you were come forth out of Egypt, how he met thee by the way and smote the hindermost of thee, which was women and children, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou was faint and weary. And what, Lord? And he who Amalek feared not God. They don't fear the Lord, man. That's what I tell you in Psalm 14 and Psalm 53. The wicked have said, there is no God. See, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. This is Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 9. And this is heavy, man. Don't take this as no light thing, man. So you see these guys talking trash, they don't know what's going on. They can't get it. Psalm 9 and 10. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom. See, without the Lord's wisdom, we ain't gonna make it, man. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy mean to be severed, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Let's get this in Matthew. In Matthew 13, verse 9, it reads, who hath ears to hear, let him hear, meaning to understand. And the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said, and you know what's cold? Listen, you peoples are hypocrites and antichrist, man. And I bring it out a lot, man. You don't believe the words of the Lord, you are a hypocrite and antichrist and an evildoer, and the Lord gonna put you to flight soon, man. All you slow-bellied niggas talking about you repented and you still doing some wickedness, the Lord gonna kill you, man. And he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Who is the them that the Messiah is saying they can't get the mysteries? 2/3 of our people. So if 2/3 of Jake can't get it, you know no heathens don't understand. For whosoever have, to him shall be given. Whatever the portion the Lord gave us, he's going to increase us more. That's why you're supposed to pray, Yahweh Shema Shah, to increase our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, humbly, that we may feed the sheep with sound doctrine. For whosoever have, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. So picture vocab alone trying to deal with the scriptures. It said, but whosoever have not, which is vocab, and any other Edomite, and 2/3, they didn't have it from the beginning. So the Lord say, even that he have, whatsoever he have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. They're going to wax, that means they're going to wax worse. That's what that's talking about. And tell you Matthew 24, they're going to wax worse, and worse, because they don't got it. Therefore, speak out to them in parables, because they see not, even if they watch the videos, even if they write down every scripture that we bring out, every scripture that the apostles, elder bishops and elders bring out, they can't dissect it, man. Why? Because this is a heritage of servants, man. You have to be one of the hopeful elect Hebrew Israelites to understand it, because 2/3 don't even get it. Say that in Romans 11:7. Say that in Romans 9. They are not all Israel, which are of Israel. So if they ain't all Israel, which is of Israel, how the hell some heathen slow-bellied Edomite gonna get this, man? Therefore speak out to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing, they hear not, neither do they understand. That's what it said in Daniel 12:10, right? The wicked would do wickedly, and none of the wicked will understand. But the wise of the babes of Israel will understand, right? And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing ye should not hear. This is Isaiah chapter 6. It's mentioned in Isaiah 6, 9 through 11. It said, and in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which said, by hearing you shall not hear, and shall not understand. Oh, it's also in Isaiah 29:2 as well. And seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes have he closed, and their eyes have closed, lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, your heart meaning your mind, and should be converted, and I should heal them. This is the point. Going back into, I read John 4 and 38, that these men have entered into these men labors, which are the same men all over again. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. Here's the point. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets, remember Daniel said he didn't understand, and the Lord told him to seal the book unto the end. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men, not wicked. Remember going by, I read Job 8 about the search of our fathers, Deuteronomy 32 and 7. Because what is that? 1 Corinthians 14:32. The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men, not wicked, righteous men, have desired to see those things which ye see right now in our time, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. Now hold on. Let's go back to Daniel. It said many prophets and righteous men wanted to hear these things. But what did the Lord tell Daniel? Just read it. Daniel 12 and 9. And he said, go thy way, Daniel. For matter of fact, let's read verse 8. Because it said in Matthew 13 that many prophets and righteous men desire to hear these things. Daniel couldn't hear it at the time. Daniel 12 and 8. And I heard, but I understood not. See, it said many righteous men shall desire to hear these things, right? Many prophets and righteous men shall desire to hear them things, and shall not. And I heard, but I understood not. Then said I, O my Lord, what shall be the end of these things? And he said, go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed. See, we just read that in Matthew 13. Are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. Right? And the Lord say, blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,304 and 5 and 30 days, but go thou thy way to the end be. He telling Daniel this, but thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days. Same thing he said to John, right? Let's get this. Revelations 10. Same thing, man. So these men, so Daniel was back now. Revelations 10 and 11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations and tongues and kings. Same thing over and over, man. Okay? The spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. This is Job 11 and 6. That's why, man, don't beat your head up because they can't get it. Family members, friends, associates, heathens. Listen, this is a heritage of service, man. Job 11 and 6. I'm going to read this point. And that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom. Who's showing it to us? Let's read this. Job 11 in verse 4. For thou hast said, my doctrine is pure, and I am clean in thine eyes. But oh, that God would speak and open his lips against thee, and that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom. Okay? That they are double to that which is who? The hopeful elect. Going back to Matthew, he said he's going to show who? The secrets, man. Right? What did Yahweh Shah say? Let's read this again. Man, he's only going to show the babes these secrets, man. Matthew 11:25. At that time, Yahweh answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. See, even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. See, all things are delivered unto me of my Father, and no man knoweth the Son but the Father, neither knoweth any man the Father, save the Son, and he to whomsoever the Son will reveal him. Who? The babes, man. The remnant of Israel, man. This is this is beautiful, man. We here and we understand. We understand, man. It's Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 11. It reads, wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. This sun is talking about the truth. Let's get there real quick. Isaiah 9 and 2. The sun talking about the light, man. This truth. Isaiah 9 and 2, it reads, the people that walked in darkness have seen a great light. See, that sun represents this light, man. It's truth. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them had the light shine. See? So back in Ecclesiastes 7 and 11, wisdom is good with inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. This is Ecclesiastes 9 and 16. And it reads, then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised. And this is why vocab them talking trash, because the wisdom of the Lord through his men is despised, man. And his words are not heard. But guess what? The words of the wise men are heard in quiet. What does this mean? It's only for the remnant, man. The words of the wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. So this truth, this wisdom is only heard, it's only for the remnant. Because everybody else, remember the Lord said he made their ears dull of hearing. The words of the wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools. So these lessons, these epistles, is only for the hopeful elect, man. 2/3 don't hear this. The heathens can't hear it. They too busy trying to come against the truth, man. But as Socrates said, when the debate is lost, slander become the tool of him that lost the debate. And vocab and these Edomites, they all have lost, man. It say wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroyed much good. Some 2/3 slow belly nigger, man. But yeah, it said the words of the wise men are heard in quiet, because this is shh. What Juve say, shh, be quiet. This is only for the hopeful elect, man. The only ones that hear this and they hear it loud and speaking when it say in Isaiah 51 and 8, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. Only ones hear this is the hopeful elect, man. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth among fools, man. See this truth. It's been screamed at the top of the lungs, man, but only ones that hear it is the hopeful elect, which is beautiful, man. Because the Lord say he revealed this unto babes, man. And nobody else gonna get this, man. Like I was saying, if everybody on the planet was rich, then who the hell to be? Won't nobody be working, man? And the Lord set up balance. Okay, you got those that's in rulership, and you got them that's on the bottom. This is Luke 21:15. See, dealing with wisdom, man. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries should not be able to gainsay nor resist. Check this out. This is Luke. This is John 20 and 19. Now, when we return back, right? There's a portal open. It's a door open. This is John 20:19. It reads, then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled for a few of the Jews, came Yahushua and stood in the midst and said unto them, peace be unto you. And when he had said so, said, he showed unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Then said Yahushua to them again, peace be unto you, as my Father hath sent me, even so send I you. And when he had said this, he breathed on them and said unto them, receive ye the Holy Spirit. Right? In Ezekiel, it said the same thing, man. Ezekiel 37. Let's get it. It said the same thing, man. This is Ezekiel 37. Let's go up a little bit. So Ezekiel 37. And let's just read one. I'm going to read down. The hand of Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, son of man, can these bones live? See right here? And I answered, oh Lord, thou knowest. Ezekiel like, man, I don't know them bones, man. How you gonna bring some bones back together, right? We know more than the ancient man. And he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus saith Yahweh power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. Hold on. What Yahweh said in John 20. He breathed on them, man. Huh? Exactly. Moving on. Listen, man. Remember, well, let's get this. In Ezekiel, is it 36? Listen, man, remember, it tell you in Hebrews 13 and 8, right? Hebrews 10, that the volume, the book was written on Yahweh Shai, man, right? I want to make this point real quick. In Ezekiel, where is it right? Is it 34? Maybe 34. Hold on. I think it's Ezekiel 34. The same thing, and I brought this up a lot of times. The same thing that was mentioned right here in Ezekiel 34, Yahweh Shai mentioned it in Luke, man. Let's see. Right here. Ezekiel 34, again, the restoration of Israel. Ezekiel 34:11. For thus saith the Lord, power, behold, I will both search my sheep, right, and seek them out, right? This is what the Lord is saying. In Luke, what is that? Luke 19. Let me see. Same thing is say, man. The exact same thing. What I just read in Ezekiel, right? Let's read again. Ezekiel 34:11. For thus saith the Lord power, behold, even I, will both search my sheep and seek them out. Here is Yahweh Shai saying the exact same thing in Luke 19 and 10. For the Son of Man is come to do what? To seek and to save that which was lost. See? Now this is Luke 24 and 44. Man, we don't need the so-called white man's validation anymore. We don't need it. We never needed it. The Lord just had to set us up with our spiritual fathers, right? pastors that shall feed us according to the Lord, man. We never need the so-called white man's validation. We never needed it, man. You slow belly Edomites, you cave beasts. We don't need nothing from you, man. Luke 24 and 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses, the dietary laws, you slow bellies, want to keep eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, and in the prophets, which is all the prophecies playing out, and in the Psalms concerning me. Then open he their understanding that they might understand the scriptures. So he breathed on them. Then the Lord said in Ezekiel 37, yeah, in John 20, yeah, he breathed on us, man. Man. Now this is Job. Check this out. In Job 12, because dealing with that portal, right? The Lord said a portal is open, and no man can shut the door that he opened, and no man can open the door that he shutteth. Check this out. This is Job 12 and 9. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of Yahweh have wrought this? In whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and what, Lord? And the breath of all mankind. Hold on, let me get this. In Job 34, it was 14. Let me see. I think it's Job 34 and 14. This is beautiful, man. So we keep coming back over and over, over and over. Same spirit, man. And like the LDS woman, we getting better, man. Every time we come back, we get better at it, man. This is Job 34 and 13. Who have given him a charge over the earth, or who have disposed the whole world? Huh? If he, who, Yahweh, set his heart upon man, if he gather unto himself his spirit and his breath, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto dust. If now thou hast understanding, hear this, hearken to the voice of my words. You see that? If the Lord gather his spirit and his breath, everybody, animals, trees, people, the grass, the dirt will dry all up, man. And it'll be all over darkness again, man. Back in Job 12. Job 12 and 9. Who knoweth not in all these the hand of Yahweh have wrought this? In whose hand is the soul of every living thing and the breath of all mankind? Doeth not the ears try words and the mouth taste his meat? What's the Lord's meat? It's truth, man. And see, that's the problem with these Edomites. They want to taste this meat so bad and they can't. The best thing they can do is look at Jake. Even 2/3 Jake that's dunking the basketball. That's the best they can do. It say, with the ancient is wisdom. Hold on. Who is the ancient, man? We talking about omnipotent, omnipotent, man. And who are the Hebrew Israelites? The ancient of days. Same as the Lord, man. Same as Yahweh Shema Shai, man. Let's get this. Let's get this. Hold on. Let's get this.
Strong's H 3486. Yashesh. Yashesh.
So it say feeble. And we known as feeble. Didn't it tell you in Isaiah 35, confirm the weak hand and strengthen the feeble knees? That's us, man. Let's go back. See what it say. It say ancient men, very old. It say strong definition, ancient, very old, old man. Dealing with us, man. Israel, man. We the ancient. Yeah, that's us, man. Who came first? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai, man. Adam, man. Okay? Sons of Yahweh, man. Sons of God, man. With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days, understanding. And this comes from who? The ancient of days, man. Yahweh, man. It say, with him is wisdom and strength. He have counsel and understanding. Right? So I read Job 28 and 28. It say, behold, going to the valley of dry bones now. Listen, Job 12 and 14. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. What did it say in Isaiah? Let's tell you that Israel shall be bought without price. We shall be bought without money, right? It said, behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. So to tell you in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, it say that you shall be sold for bondmen and bondwomen, bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, right? Meaning to be redeemed. Nobody can get us, man. That's why I said in Isaiah, we shall be redeemed without money, man, and without price. So we got to wait patiently for the Lord, man. Behold, Job 12 and 14, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. See, that's what happened to us. He shutteth up a man. What does it mean? It said their ears are dull of hearing. He shutteth up a man, and there could be no opening. Because I'm finna get Revelations 3, man. The Lord say he opened the door. Okay, that's the doors of mercy still open, man. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. Oh, that's First Samuel 2. It say he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up, right? He maketh poor and maketh rich. He alone do all these things. Behold, he breaketh down and cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man to receive the knowledge, and there could be no opening. Look, this is the valley of dry bones right here. Job 12 and 15. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. We read Ezekiel 37, said the valley of dry bones. They were very dry, right? Also, he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. What? The living waters. John 7:38, man. This truth, it said, also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. What is truth doing? It's overturn the earth. Oh, let's prove it. Let's prove it in the New Testament. We're going to come back. Acts. Let's prove it. Acts 17 and 6. Thus saith the Lord, man. This truth is overturn the earth, man. What these slow better niggas say right here? Acts 17 and 6. And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rulers of the city, crying. What they crying? These, these that have turned the world upside down and coming hither also. This truth is turning everything upside down. Let's get another one. Habakkuk. Can't make this up, man. Thus saith the Lord. Kala Yabashim Abshah. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. The Lord sending the waters out, and it's overturning the earth, man. Hold on. Okay, so like you. A little excited. Habakkuk 2 and 14, it reads, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as what? As the waters cover the sea. So, Job 12 and 15, behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. And see, that was a time that this truth wasn't being mentioned. There was a time when you ain't hear about the Edomites. You ain't hear about the Hebrew Israelites. All you heard about was God love everybody. Jesus coming to save everybody. It's going to be a rapture. You didn't hear this truth. You didn't hear about, oh, it was chemtrails in the air. You didn't hear about it. It was GMO food. And I grew up in the country, man. When I caught the last years growing up in Mississippi, it wasn't no garbage trucks, man. Everybody had a barrel behind their house. It wasn't no plastic bags. When we used to go to the grocery store, it was brown paper bags, man. And when you came home with your groceries, You either most people used to fold the bag up, or you threw it in that barrel behind your yard and you burnt it. It wasn't no plastic bottles back then. I'm talking about the time of the era of Faygo sodas in glass bottles. It wasn't no brown, it wasn't no plastic bags, wasn't no plastic bottled waters. Okay, it wasn't no garbage trucks. Everybody had pigs, man. Everybody had a slop bucket in there, a 5-gallon bucket. Whatever food that you ate through the week, whatever was left, like banana peels. Some people used to peel their apples, the apple hulls, banana peels. Oh, corn on the cob. The car went into the bucket, okay? And now everything that was in that bucket, it filled up for the whole week. And on the weekend, my auntie, my mama's sister, her husband, he had pigs. He used to come around and get the bucket, give us an empty bucket, new 5-gallon bucket, and the bucket that was full of the food all through the week for me and everybody's house. He taking and threw it out to the hogs, man. It wasn't no garbage trucks, man. I caught the last few years of that. I actually had to use, my grandma had an hour. I had to go take a dump outside, man. Wasn't no bathrooms in the houses, man. So, hey, listen, let's read this again. Behold, he would draw up the waters and they dry up. Also, he sendeth them out and they overturn the earth. This truth, man. Everything has been turned from one way to another, man. But it's talking about us in the valley of dry bones. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceived are his. He leadeth counselors away spoil and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bonds of kings, which are us, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. See? He leadeth princes away spoil, which is us, and overthroweth the mighty. That was us. Verse 20, he removeth away the speech of the trusty. What's the speech? It was the Hebrew. The Lord told Jeremiah 17:4, we shall discontinue from our heritage. He removed it. This is Job 12:20. He removeth away the speech of the trusty and taketh away the understanding of the age. See, I just looked at the word ancient. The word ancient, it means the aged ones, man. It got right here in Job 12:20. Age. He take away the understanding of the age, meaning to be the ancient. Let's look it up. I just look at the word ancient in the same chapter. Let's see what age means. See, it says Zaquan, elders. See? See? Can't make this up. Let's play it. Can't make this up, man.
Strong's H2205. Zakane.
Let's
Zakane.
get the Hebrew. Well, that's supposed to that, but it ain't. It ain't. It's supposed to be Saquon. Let's play this one.
Strong's H2204. Zakane.
See it right here. Zaqueen.
Zakane.
Ain't no E's in the Hebrew. It's Zaquan, which means what? To be old, become old, show age, right? It say age man, permanent root to be old. And the other one it said, oh, now I gotta get this too, just to make this point. See right here? It say ancient. See? Ancient, man. Talking about the Hebrew Israelites, man. Look, senators. And I mention this from time to time. You know how every state got a governor and a senator? That's gonna be the elect in the kingdom, and the 144,000 men. They gonna be like, you know how Daniel, you had Daniel, Mishael, Hananiah, and Azariah, and Babylon was over provinces, man. The same way how every state got a senator and a governor. That's how it's gonna be for the elect men, man. They're gonna be governors, senators in the kingdom, man. Ancient, age, elders, ancient man, senators. They got old women. When you go to, let me see if I can get this. When you go to Zechariah, let me show you something. Let me see. Let me pull it up here real quick. Bear with me here. Because I tell you in Zechariah, a lot of people think it's talking about to be old, but it ain't, man. We ain't gonna get old in the kingdom, man. Let me prove it to you. before I close out. Yeah, Zechariah 8, right? Let me get this. I was showing it to the brothers a while ago, a couple years ago. Zechariah chapter 8. We ain't finna get old, man. And they tell you in I forgot what verse it is in Numbers about how whoever the elect is, right? When they get to the kingdom, he leads it 144,000 men. It say each one of these men gonna have a staff in their hand. Cause that's how our lineage is gonna be. On them staff, you're gonna have your whole lineage. Cause it's gonna be Bun, it's gonna be Bun Yashala, Bun Yahawada, Bun whoever whoever your father is, man. I'm son of Israel, son of whoever, son of Isaiah. That's how it's gonna be. It's gonna be on the staff. Listen to this. Zechariah 8 and 4. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, there shall yet be old men and old women dwelling in the streets of Jerusalem, and every man with his staff in his hand for very age. Watch this. This word, let's get this. See, right here, like I just said in Job, H2205, Zaquan. This ain't talking about no old people in the kingdom, man. Okay? They're just saying, see, whoever these elect gonna be in that time, they're gonna be the SAC, say eldest, ancient, age, old man, senators, those that's gonna be them ruling body, man. Elders. This talking about those that was first in the kingdom, man. Okay, those that made it out of here on the chariots. See, ain't talking about old people, man. Ain't gonna be nobody old in the kingdom, man. We ain't gonna age, man. It's just talking about those of the rulers that made it. Let's get this. In Luke 22 and 28. Ain't nobody gonna be old in the kingdom, man. You can forget about it, Jack. Luke 22 and 28. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptation, and I appoint unto you a kingdom as my Father have appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom and sit on thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. See, let's get this. In Jeremiah 33, to get some extra I was thinking about. In Jeremiah 33, in verse 5, it reads, verse 7, and I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Israel to return and do what, Lord? And will build them as at the first. What's this mean to be at the first? Like Adam, man. Before Adam went off, man, it was perfect, man. Let's get this. Ooh, it's heavy.
Strong's H 7221. Risha. Risha.
See, it's a beginning time. A beginning. See? Former things, beginning, chief, before, old time, foremost, a time, first, primary. Ooh, ancestors. Oh, it's a first in time, first chief in degree. Man, ain't no getting old, man. Ain't no getting, see, beginning, eldest, first, forefather. Ooh, of old time, ancestor. Man, come on. Ooh, rank. What did it tell you about Yahweh Shai in Revelation 19 on his thigh? He had a name that no man knew. His rank. Ooh, first in place, time or rank, man. Ancestor, beginning, eldest, first, forefather. Man, ain't no getting old in the kingdom, man. That's gonna be for them heathens. And the minute they get ready to tap out, guess what we're gonna be able to do? Snap our fingers and put their ass back in the 17-year-old body. Put this chain on again, you bastard, and get back to work. Hey, Lord was edifying. Gotta give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rikak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the bishop and elders, great millstone, who grew well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And the sincere salutation to all the ark and pushing this truth and believing this truth to the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up and shedding light to the hopeful elect, Shalom to the Akwath who are listening, learning. You two sisters who are listening, learning. Hey, Shalom, elder. Shalom, beloved. Yabba Shema Shah Brakatah. Hey, Shalom to all the Akim Akwaf tuning in. Yabba Shema Shah Brakatham. But hey, again, hey, the Wafa tuning in. May Yahweh Shema Shah continue to bless you in your houses. The water for your precepts. Stay prayed up. Till next time I say Shalom. Wa Abba Abba.